Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, the best day of the week. Another whole week has gone by. And every week I know I say the same thing, like, how could a whole week go by already? But I'm pretty sure it did. Because in the end times, we're spiraling, okay? We don't go around, we spiral. And the spirals are getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. That's why time seems like it's going so much faster, why it's already the middle of September 2025. Somebody was talking the other day about Y2K, and I started thinking about where I was in the end of 99, beginning of 2000, and I'm like, holy crap. That was a long, long time ago, and I was a whole different person, and wow, it's crazy. But then think about last year compared to this year. Yeah, you're a whole different person. As it should be. So there's a lot going on. We're still in the middle of that lunar eclipse, solar eclipse gateway. So a lot of weird things can be happening, a lot of synchronicities. And what happens to you and how you react to it depends on your frequency. The things that you have attached to you, the things that you attach to, the parasites that you have in your body, the low frequency emotions that you hold in. If you are holding in low frequency emotions and we hold them down here, you're going to have problems down here. Your hips are going to hurt. You're going to have problems with your gallbladder, your spleen, your liver, your kidneys, things like that. Your digestion. I've been saying this for years. Let it go. Let go of the stress. Let go of the worries. Let go of the guilt and the blame and the fear and the anger and all that stuff. Let it go. You have to let it go because right now we are in the midst of these solar storms that are ramping up and up and up and up and up. And I've been saying that for the last few years too. And the higher the frequency from those plasma energies from the sun, the more it affects the low frequency here. So if you are carrying low frequency energies or entities, they're not going to like it. And they get all crabby. And then they make you, the human, act out. And this is why we have so many people acting just crazy, because the stuff that's attached to them is really unhappy with these high frequencies coming in. We are starting off today with this crystal singing bowl. This is a G. This is throat chakra. Throat chakra is all about creativity, communication, truth. And a lot of people don't want to hear truths. They don't want to hear about systems falling apart, systems that they believed in, whether it's a religious system, a financial system, a school system, a government system, whatever. They don't want to hear about that. Well, we're playing the throat chakra bowl on purpose today to bring the truth out. We need to hear the truth. Whether you want it or not is beside the point. We need to hear it. We need to take it in. And we need to raise our frequency. So your job isn't just to muddle through all the stuff that's going on. It's to raise your frequency. Playing with crystals, playing with puppies and kitties, playing with children and grandchildren. Playing, period. That's a whole sentence, playing. Playing with the trees and the plants in your gardens. Playing with meditating. I got a funny story. I always have lots of stories, don't I? So this morning, something popped up in my feed, and it was an exercise, a meditation exercise, because that's the kind of stuff I watch. And I was like, oh, that one sounds kind of cool. I'm going to raise my energy. And so I'm doing this exercise, this meditation exercise. Yeah, that feels pretty good. You know, it's breathing techniques, basically. Yeah, I feel my energy higher. So I go over and I flip the light switch because I'm going to go upstairs, and I hear pop. I didn't just blow a light bulb, I broke it. So there's half of a light bulb still stuck in the light fixture that I got to go take care of later. But I was like, yep, I guess that exercise to raise my frequency worked, because dang. And then I was kind of scared to touch my phone, but nope, we're good. We're good. So those are the kind of things that to me are fun to do. That's playing. I'm playing with energy. Okay, I got to get a new light bulb, but whatever. Energy is, and it's fun to play with. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. We've got 3 stacks. Today, each stack is either a tarot deck or an oracle deck, and each one has a crystal or a stone. And then at the end, we have a bonus card for everybody, and it's from a 4th deck that is an oracle deck. So I want you to use your intuition on whether you should pick stack 1, stack 2, or stack 3, or 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, or all 3. And then if you hang in there, you'll get this bonus card from the 4th deck. Okay? Should we get started? Okay, let's do the singing bowl. I feel kind of piratey today, or maybe gypsy. Got a new top. It's fun. And I'm wearing my fabulous horse with coral. When I first saw this necklace, I was like, oh, I don't even care how much it is. It's mine. Yeah. Yay. All right. If you chose stack number 1, you are going to get a reading from the Lyran Oracle. These are the beings. They were from Lyra, but their star system got destroyed. They actually ended up going out into the solar system or the universe, and one of the places they went to is Sirius. So these are the lion beings. And so if you resonate with either Lyra or Sirius, you know, there's a reason. I mean, if you resonate with both, there's a reason, because they've been in both places. So these are the lion beings. They can be very fierce, but very protective, family-oriented, kind of hot. Yeah. That one right there. By the way, Angus is with us today. You can't see him, but he's right behind me on the couch. Oh, there he is. You see his little face. Oh, so we have card number 1 in this deck. So this is a new beginning, okay? And this, can't wait to show you. It's called Immaculate Conception, Time of Positive Transformation. Look at this beautiful card. And you can probably hear Althea barking in the background. She's in the kitchen and she's crabby. She doesn't get to be out here with us because she barks. All right. Immaculate Conception. Oh, I'm so sorry. One of my guides just said, hello, Crystal. So all the crystals or stones today are heart-shaped. And you get a heart-shaped howlite. Howlite is white. Sometimes it's dyed blue to look like turquoise. Howlite is awesome because it can help you sleep. So this is a really good stone to have next to your bed, under your mattress, tucked into your pillowcase, you know, way down in the corner so you don't lose it. So it's really good to help you sleep. It's calming. It can help with the overactive left brain stuff that you got going on. So having it by your workstation, um, by your desk, wherever you need to feel more focused and calm, this is a really good stone for that. It also can facilitate awareness because you are calmer. When you're calm, you are more aware. When you're not calm, you're flying off the handle, you're reacting to everything. And this is a calming stone, so it can help you remember who you are and that you are a calm being of light. Okay, now we can talk about the Immaculate Conception. Thank you, Spirit Guides. On your earth plane, there is a concept referred to as Immaculate Conception, where a child is birthed into reality beyond the traditional means of sexual communion. This process, which has brought forth many sacred beings, is not simply some spontaneous, miraculous event, but an entanglement between the spirit world and the physical 3D world to bring something new into existence. Just as many ascended masters have been born through this divine link-up between the physical and spirit via Immaculate Conception, so too is this process occurring on a grand cosmic scale on your earth. What this entails is the intermingling of the spirit world with the elemental foundation of your planet to birth into existence a new human that is adapted to the new dimensional time. And I just have to say this, that a lot of people are talking about the elementals right now, or seeing the elementals, or seeing auras, especially outside, tree auras, plant auras, or they're seeing little orbs of light flitting around, fairies, or they're seeing tree spirits. This is because the veils are so incredibly thin, and because we are getting upgraded so that we can see those. And, you know, I always visualize a lot of times the upgrades are like almost like cobwebs being taken away from us so we can see more clearly. And that's not just see with our eyes, it's see with our third eye, it's to hear better, it's to smell more intensely, or to taste. Like all of our senses are sharpened, sense of touch as well. So this melding of the spirit world and the physical world is very apparent to a lot of people that wouldn't have seen it a year ago, let's say. So the newly created human, which is where we're all going, is heart-centered, rooted to their internal knowing, intuitive, and connected to a network of consciousness on the planet so that we can hear animals, the elementals, and various forms of planetary intelligence that comprise of the beloved Earth. So if you're experiencing things that are kind of making you go, ooh, this is kind of crazy. First of all, you're not alone, and you're not, okay, maybe you are a little bit crazy, but so am I. And it's a great place to be. But it also means you're opening up to be able to communicate with the plants. There's a plant right there. With animals. There's an animal right there. These things that surround us are not just inanimate objects. They're all vessels with spirits in them. I just have to bring this up that, you know, a lot of times people will talk about, well, don't eat meat because it has a face. It has, you know, it has a spirit to it. But so do plants. Broccoli has a spirit. Sorry, vegetarians, it's true. But if we talk to the plants and the animals and say, thank you for providing sustenance for me, thank you for melding with my spirit, and we do this in a conscious, loving way, doesn't that make more sense? Like, because we are all one? I can tell you right now, tonight I'm having fish and Brussels sprouts, and I talk to my fish and I talk to my Brussels sprouts. And there will probably be Yeah, there will probably be bacon involved too. So I'm going to talk to the bacon. Yeah. Thank you for providing sustenance for me. I love you. It only takes a minute. So, Immaculate Conception. This is a new beginning. We are all getting upgraded to fabulous new humans. Whatever. I think our true selves are actually coming out. So, is it an upgrade or is it just a remembrance? I think it's a remembrance. So, if you chose stack number 1, remember who you are. And try to be calm. Don't just try. Actually do it. That was stack number 1. I have a whole bunch of rings on. It's so much easier to play these when you don't have rings on. Because you don't want the ring to hit the crystal. All right, if you chose stack number 2, you are going to get a reading from the Fabulous Dragons. This is the Tarot of Dragons, one of my favorite decks because I love dragons. And your stone is Golden Tiger's Eye. Golden Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye, very protective. First of all, it's gorgeous. Very protective, very grounding. This is going to resonate with the lower chakras. It can be root, it can be sacral, it can be solar plexus. Tiger's Eye also comes in like a bluish or a reddish. The bluish can resonate up here, and the reddish is going to be the lower chakras as well. So this one's really good for integrity, willpower, practicality. This is a good stone to have for work, or for where you have to concentrate. For school, if you have to concentrate, like you would want this either on your person, maybe if you have a workstation for school, place where you do all your homework, this would be really good for that. Or carry it in your pocket. Physically, it's good for ulcers, anxiety, mending broken bones, night blindness, and relieving high blood pressure. How cool is that? Althea is really, really unhappy. She is just barking her head off. Probably because little Angus is over here with me. She doesn't like being alone anymore. But he would not go with her in the kitchen. Angus, it's just a mailman, honey. It's just a mailman. All right, Tarot of Dragons. Tarot of Dragons. What do our people need to know? Angus with this little bark. Angus. Okay, so they said one card. Oh, and we get the Two of Cups. Angus, come on, honey. If you chose stack number 2, you're going to get a 2, the Two of Cups. So stack number 1 had card number 1, and stack number 2 has the Two of Cups. Interesting. So the Two of Cups, this is a love card. If whatever you were asking about, this is a yes. This is the coming together of two. A twin flame, a soulmate, a new job, a new home, a new project, whatever. But this is the coming together, but with love. Remember, everything that we do has to be with love. Speaking of love, come here, bud. Come on. Angus. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Want to come up here? Come on, buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. All right. So, whatever you were asking about, you need to ask yourself, is love involved in this situation? Are you doing it with love? We should always be asking ourselves that, whether it's what I'm going to eat today, where I'm going to go, who I'm going to do something with. Am I doing it with love? Or am I doing it out of obligation? Like, I'll feel guilty if I don't. Get over that. I don't ever. No is a complete statement. You're allowed to say no. So, whatever you're asking about, make sure you're asking it from a position of love, the highest and greatest good of all. So if that's the case, this is for the highest and greatest good of all, then here's a yes. I want to put out there that this is a soulmate, or at the very least, a messenger that is bringing you a message of love. And that could be a job that you absolutely like, oh my gosh, this is my dream job. I can't believe I'm getting that. Love. Okay. That kind of, like, it takes your breath away. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. You know, somebody saying, hey, just so you know, we've been trying for 3 years and we're finally pregnant. Yay! That kind of feeling. And when you have that feeling about something that you desire, the universe is more apt to bring it to you. If the feeling that you have about it is, gosh, I really want that, you're in a state of wanting or in a state of lack, that's what the universe brings you. And everything goes according to your heart. So if you're like, I already know that this is in my life, this soulmate or this new home, I already see it. You know, let's say it's a home. Put yourself in that dream home. Smell the smells from the kitchen of you cooking, okay? If you really like wood floors and you're imagining wood floors, imagine your hand on the wood floor or your bare feet on the wood floor, right? Get those feelings going. If you like plants hanging in the window, visualize yourself in one of the rooms with plants hanging in the window. Use all your senses, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Imagine you're making a chicken dinner in that kitchen and you're sitting at the dining room table, your dining room table in that home, eating the chicken dinner you just made or whatever it is. Use all your senses to manifest the home of your dreams or the soulmate of your dreams or the job of your dreams or whatever it is. Use all your senses. Do not want, because remember, what you want, what it is doesn't matter. The fact that you want, the universe brings you that wanting. In other words, you will never get it because you're saying, I just want to be in want, or I want to feel in lack of. The universe says, okay, well, all right, we won't bring you anything then. So put yourself in that home, put yourself in that job, put yourself doing something fun with that soulmate. 2 of Cups, lovely card for stack number 2. And we've got that beautiful heart-shaped golden tiger's eye. Like, seals the deal. All right, I gotta have something to drink. Hang on one sec. Sorry, Angus. All right, let's do our singing bowl. That was stack number 2. 1 had 1, 2 had 2. Can't wait to see what 3 has. All right, if you chose stack number 3, you're going to get a reading from the fabulous Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. It's okay, buddy. Oh, she finally stopped barking. Good. Your stone, I got too many things in my hands here. Your stone is one of my favorites, shungite. It is a heart-shaped shungite. Shungite is awesome. I have one of those water purifiers that sits on the counter, and there's shungite in it. There's copper in it too. Okay, there's crystals in it, but shungite went in there first because that is such an awesome stone. It can help with negative energies, low frequency energies. It is a good transition stone. So if you're in the middle of something, which right now she's barking again. We are all in this transition period. We are in the eye of the storm. So some people might call it the void. Some call it the in-between. It's like we're not in 3D. We're not in 5D. We got one foot in each. We're trying to maintain our 3D life, but we're also higher frequency, and none of that 3D stuff matters. Like all the stuff out there, who cares? It's all scripted. It doesn't matter. So the shungite is really good for the transitions, but it's also good for removing the low frequency energies, entities. Have it wherever the energy feels heavy. And sometimes that's just all day, every day. So maybe wear it. All right. We're going to do this one right here. Well, it's not card number 3. We had 1, 1, 2, 2. It's card number 39, which is 13 times 3. So that's kind of cool. It's also actually the card that's on the cover. 39, our ancient future. Actually, you know what? 3 plus 9 is 12, and 1 plus 2 is 3, so we do have a 3. Stack 1, head card 1. Stack 2, head card 2. Stack 3 reduces to a 3. So let's see what 39 says. Angus, I'm going to have to move a little bit, honey. Thank you. I'm all scrunched here. Trying to give him some more space because, you know, it is all about the doggies, right? So 39, our ancient future. Right now, the legends of the Lemurian civilization feel important as the wisdom from this ancient time is relevant. The fall of Lemuria alerts us to the possibility that humanity may face if we live without respect for the earth. An ancient remembering is emerging. Many of the seed crystals and the knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. All those who can see a better future are not just dreaming. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift this paradigm into balance. And a lot of people are getting into the old ways again. There was a young woman in here. She couldn't have been more than 19 or 20. And she was talking about how she's going to start canning and making tinctures. And I was like, you go, girl. That's awesome. You know, that's what us more mature people are doing right now. So how cool is that? And wanting to have a piece of land and have gardens, have some chickens or some ducks or some goats, you know, some smaller animals or maybe a cow. But being out in nature more. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be working with Mother Earth. You know, when I used to go fishing with my now ex-husband, I would always set the intention because it was either the two of us or when my son was here, the three of us. I'd say, you know, thank you. We need one fish. Thank you for giving us one healthy fish. And we will, you know, thank you for you sustaining us. I do my whole thing. And we will give back. So we would take all the bones and the parts that we didn't eat, and we would give it back to nature. And allow it to provide sustenance for others. This is how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be working together. And that's part of this card. So it is said that the Lemurians who survived the fall traveled the planet and ended up in the places where inspiring indigenous knowledge far outweighs what Western minds have come to prioritize. The ancient Egyptians, Mayans, Inca, Tibetans, Maoris, indigenous Australians, and Hopi are examples. These ancient knowledge keepers of earth and ethers have been holding the key for a new world. And they are becoming so prevalent in our reality. It's awesome. We are being called back to our roots, to acknowledge the infinite wisdom available when we drop to our knees in humble receptivity. I keep telling everybody, get in receive mode. To move gracefully forward, we must first stand in our power for the places, ethics, and conservation of what matters most. So this is where we need to be doing self-healing. Because when I heal the parts of myself, when I'm receiving healing, I'm actually making my little corner of the world a better place. And when you do it, you're making your corner better. And when she's doing it and he's doing it and they're doing it, we're all making our little corners of the world a better place for others, not just for ourselves. We're making it a better place for the puppies, and the kitties and the horses and the deer and the birds and all the critters and the trees and the plants and Mother Earth. So this is why I push self-care so much. Baths, walks just walks outside, sitting with your back up against a tree and talking with the trees. My buddy. All these things out in nature, working with crystals and stones, working with wood, it's trees, working with nature, because that will help us wherever we're going. So as these intense plasma energies come in, if I'm working with a tree, I'm helping the tree and I'm helping myself and I'm helping Mother Earth. Everybody wins. How cool is that? So the Lemurians are saying, let's get back to our roots, which is really interesting because I backed up. This is actually an upside down ash tree. You're looking at the roots. That was stack number 3. Now we get a bonus card today. Our bonus card is from the Keepers of the Light. And we get Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding, and this is your chance to soar. Face the fear. What are you afraid of? You know, if you've been burned at the stake in another lifetime, you might be afraid of coming out and talking about whatever it is that you secretly do, like magic or spells, or working with herbs or trees or crystals. Face your fear. Because the cool thing is when you face it, you find out there's other people around you that have the same fear and they're doing the same darn things. So many people come into my metaphysical shop here and they're like, oh, I don't have anybody. There's nobody around me that is into this stuff. And I say, hang out here. You're going to meet people. And there's more people doing this stuff than you think. It's just, you're not surrounded by them right now. But hang out in here. This is why we have a couch and chairs. So you can meet other people. And before you even get to a shop like this, set the intention. I'm going to meet somebody that I'm going to resonate with today. I've had quite a few people that I'll just be in here chatting with, and all of a sudden somebody comes in and like the other 2 people all of a sudden start talking, and guess what? They become friends. I love that. This is that kind of place where you can meet other like-minded people, because we are all out there. It's just everybody is living in this fear. you're not going to be burned at the stake this time, okay? You're not going to be drowned in a big old oak barrel. No. And you know what? If your mother-in-law thinks you're crazy, who cares? She's probably doing stuff too. Just doesn't want anybody to know. So whatever that fear is, face it. You'll feel so much better and lighter once you face that fear. You just get that fear off of you. Done. Okay? So, face your fear. Thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. We are all just traveling together in this reality to get where we need to be, to do what we need to do. Maybe we don't know what that is yet, and that's okay. Let's just keep traveling one step at a time, one day at a time. I'm sending you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve them. So have a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.